What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Kylie coming back at you with another video this week. So for this look today, I decided to do something a little more vampy and colorful. Like, I have some turquoise going on my eyes. But yeah, we're still kind of in the darker fall time, so I wanted to do something kind of in that transition season of fall to spring. And again, with this eye look, I did use the Morphe 39A. I'm sorry. It's just such a good eyeshadow palette, and you can create so many cool different eye looks with it. In the future, I will try to use different eyeshadow palettes like the Jeffree Star one. I hope to be getting in the Jaclyn Hill one in the next coming week or so, but that'll probably be another 2 or 3 videos later. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get started. So I just started out with my eyes primed. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and I used my Fit Me to set all of that. Everything will be linked in the description box if anybody has any questions or you are curious as to where to buy something. The first shade that I'm going to dip into, because I don't want it to be a dark brown, I kind of want it to be a more plum cranberry brown, is going to be this shade right here with a Morphe M506. Next, I'm going to pop that cranberry shade in to blend out that darker purpley brown that we put on the eyelid with the M456. And I'm also going to be working between that cranberry shade and the purpley brown shade, just so everything stays dark and not too pink. Now to brighten everything up, I'm just going to go in on this light bronzy shade to blow everything out and make sure we're not going too dark and we don't look like we have a black eye, on an M433. Now taking a different M506, I'm going to dip into this darker purpley shade because it's a little too pink for me and I want it to come off more as purple.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time.
Now going back in with that M433, I'm going to dip back into that lighter brown shade just so everything is blown out and blended.
I will get up again.
And with any excess, I'm just going in and just blending it up into my eyebrow. Later, if it becomes too high, I will go in with my first brush that I put my primer on with, and I will just go and blend it down, but for now, I'm going to go in with that excess. Now for my favorite part, which is cutting the crease, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia eyeshadow primer with the M421. It's just a tiny flathead brush, so I can really get in that crease and make it precise. So ever so slightly, I'm just going to dab a little bit on the back of my hand. I honestly probably did a little too much, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go dip in a little tiny bit.
I will get up again.
cool trick I learned to make sure you're getting your natural cut crease is once you put on your primer or concealer, what you'll do is you'll just like look up like this and then see how it went up and it created a natural crease for me. So now I'm just going to go and follow that line. Now with that same M433, I'm just going to go and dip into my Maybelline Fit Me powder so everything is set and I'm not having it slide around throughout the day. I just went and cleaned off my M421 to lay that blue color onto our eyelid. And just so the payoff is easier, I dipped into that blue color and I'm gonna go and spray my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray onto the brush so we get a more metallic finish. And sometimes I'll get lazy and I will literally just spray it on the shadow itself because it's kind of time consuming to dip into the shadow and then spray, then dip and spray. I'll just like spray, mix it up, and boom, it's metallic. And also what I like to do whenever I am laying down a metallic shadow is I will go a little bit over half of the like halfway point of my eye so that whenever I take that matte shadow and blend it in, I get a really good blend between like halfway and I would say maybe like 3/4, and then the rest is just that matte shadow. So now that I have that metallic laid down, I'm just going to go back in with my M4506 into that first shade that we dipped into on the lower outer corner. And as you can see, by us putting that blue shadow a little bit farther than halfway, whenever we go in to blend it, it kind of just seamlessly blends into the matte shadow that we put there. Now I'm going to go and wipe everything away that fell out, and then I'm going to lay on my foundation and we are going to go and do the lower lash line in the inner corner. So now that we have our foundation laid, I'm going to go in with the M433 to blow out my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take that lighter color that we used to blend everything out and go in and blend it on my lower lash line. And I will also take it up to blend out everything that was kind of covered up with the foundation whenever I was applying it. And now, because I don't want my lower lash line to get too dark, that darker purple color that we use, I'm going to go in with the little angle brush and just kind of work that in on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to blow out that darker color with that same brush that we used on the lighter shade. Now for my favorite part is the waterline. I learned this about 1 or 2 years ago, and so what you do is you're going to take your beauty blender to pull down your lower lash line, because if you use your finger that can cause tugging on your skin, and this is just a gentle way to make your lower lash line appear. You're going to line it with a white eye pencil. And you could stop there if you wanted, or you can go in with a colored eyeshadow and then pack it on over that white eyeliner that we put on our lower lash line. One, it gives you like a colored lower lash line look, and then two, it's another way that you can get more out of your eyeshadows. So instead of going and buying all of these different lower lash line colors, all you need is a white lower lash line pencil and your eyeshadows that you want. So for this one, I'm going to be using a royal blue color with just a small eyeliner brush. See, it gives this really cool like tight waterline effect. I really like it. So now I'm going to pop on some lashes and lipstick, and that will complete the eye look. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. Everything that I used will be linked in the description box, including my lipstick, and also if some things are out of date, I will just include the name of them. So if you do have them, you can use them, and if not, I will try to find a dupe. If you recreate this look, please DM me on Instagram at Kylie__page, or on my Twitter, Kylie Nethery. I would love to see this look recreated. And until then, I'll see y'all next week. Peace out, stay groovy. Okay, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.